guys, my name is Leia and welcome back to Anime Recap Pro. In today's video, we will finish part 2 of Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. And without any other delays, let's get into it. The last time we left off, an adventurer gathered some of his colleagues to try and stop Patrick after they saw him conversing with Makoto. Patrick kills the witch doctor who afflicted his family in secret. The ambrosia is made by Hazel. Patrick is able to administer the ambrosia, and Makoto manages to contain his monster of a wife, Lisa. They also successfully treat Patrick's daughters with this method. When Makoto returns to Tomoe and Mio, they are under attack from the intrepid Lime Latte and his large group of allies. The witch doctor cursed Lisa and her daughters into monsters. Still, Lime claims that he only wanted a sleeping curse placed on them as retaliation for Patrick preventing adventurers who displeased him from finding further work. Many of these adventurers later died on quests that were too dangerous for them to handle. Patrick accepts Lime's apology and decides to keep him alive. Lime then gives up on the adventure. After noticing in Lime's memories that he sends his money to the orphanage where he was raised, Tomoe gives him a katana and hires him to spy for her. In the meantime, Patrick thinks about what to do about Makoto starting a rival trading company despite his gratitude to him. When Emma reaches the demiplane again, she alerts Makoto to the development of yet another issue. After training, the warriors in Makoto's village become depressed, and Makoto realizes it is his fault because he completely overpowers them, causing them to lose their self-confidence. He also observes that the various species do not train together, so he sets up weekly competitions to motivate them to improve both individually and as a group. After re-registering as adventurers, Makoto, Mio, and Tomoe are immediately tasked with finding a replacement for Lime Latte. Tomoe is troubled because she knows that Toa resembles the girl from Japan and worries that Makoto is missing his previous life. However, Makoto chooses Toa and asks her to be trained. Toa and her team undergo a strenuous training regimen from Tomoe, who then orders them to face off a nest of 100 ape monsters to demonstrate their superiority as an adventuring group. Makoto decides to gather ambrosia flowers. Additionally, he decides to rent a shop from Patrick, who understands that Makoto wants to rent rather than buy because doing so would draw the attention of the Tsige Kingdom, which would then ask him to spy on Patrick, which Makoto does not want to do. Patrick consents to find Makoto a storefront in a city that is neutral and unaffiliated with any kingdom. To celebrate Makoto starting his trading company, the village throws a celebration. They have discovered ambrosia flowers on the outside world, but Akine says that they have decided not to collect any because the elves are guarding them. During archery practice, Mio and Tomoe repeatedly witness Makoto's demise. Tomoe summarizes that Makoto accidentally dies for a brief period of time while clearing his mind to focus on the target, which gives Tomoe and Mio the impression that he has committed suicide. His mana has reached god level as a result of this. The goddess who sent him to the wasteland will view him as a rival and attempt to kill him if it goes on much longer. When Makoto returns to the human world, he is approached by a prostitute, and the enraged Mio and Tomoe drag him away. They declare they will have sex with him right away because they are sick of waiting for him to mature. Panicked, Makoto runs away through a portal. The dwarves create stronger mana-suppressing machinery. Makoto invites Mio to participate in the negotiations with the elves after she apologizes for her and Tomoe's actions. The prostitute is one of the other adventurers who shows up to steal the flower, prompting the elves to attack immediately. Makoto makes peace with the elves, Aqua and Eris, after teleporting the adventurers to the demiplane. Makoto encourages Nilgistori and other elderly people. Adono, the son of Nilgistori, is upset that the barrier enclosing the forest is eroding. Makoto meets Mondo, a formidable warrior who serves as Aqua and Eris's master. Mio hears a telepathic conversation between Adono and an unidentified person about demons and believes Mondo is possessed. Later, a spirit escapes from Mondo's body and kills Adono by sapping his life for his association with demons. Makoto recognizes it as a lich, and he captures it. Tomoe reveals that she was the dragon who built the barrier many years ago at Nilgistori's request. According to the lich, he unintentionally changed into a lich while attempting to become a Grant, a person who can traverse freely between parallel universes like a god. Tomoe corrects him, saying that Grants aren't actually humans with the ability to travel, but rather regular people who did so unintentionally and, as a result, have earned the nickname. The Lich gladly accepts Tomoe's suggestion of entering into a contract with Makoto after he realizes he has wasted his entire life pursuing an impractical goal. The explorers decide to leave the demiplane. When a contract is formed, the Lich transforms into a skeleton to a handsome young man. Tomoe crumbles after the village experiences a magical explosion. Makoto and Lich can heal the wounded. Makoto realizes that the explosion forced the exit portal to open. When the guards intervened during the prostitute, Makoto and her companions attempt to steal the magic items. One of the magic-filled rings he was wearing exploded, killing an orc and a fragment of Tomoe's child. In retaliation, Makoto pursues and brutally murders the prostitute. After the funerals, Makoto learns from Lich, who has changed his name to Shiki, that the prostitute's memories were visible to him because the memory viewing is one of Tomoe's powers. This proves their unwavering trust in one another, though Mio is envious. Makoto gives the order to build walls to keep the village's inhabitants from any traders visiting the demiplane. Makoto goes to see Patrick, who has set up Makoto with a storefront in the fair city of Rotsgard Academy. Makoto plans to attend the academy to learn more about the world, the goddess, and people. Since he might be gone for a long time, he only brings Shiki along and gives Mio and Tomoe some additional memories as gifts. The goddess unexpectedly spots Makoto as they are about to teleport and interferes with his teleportation, sending him to a far-off battleground where two demon warriors attack him and amputate 2 of his fingers. Makoto then changes into his armored uniform and attacks the two with multiple fire shots to create a smokescreen for him to escape. However, as he runs, he notices he is surrounded by metallic crystal-like gems that keep targeting him. He enhances the soles of his feet to break them, but more and more crystals show up. Soon he finds himself cornered by his attackers. He tries to explain to them that he has no idea what's going on and hasn't been sent by the goddess. The two don't believe him and ask him to identify himself. He then refuses to do so and reciprocates the question. The two identify as Mitsururi and Sophia Bulger, the world's toughest explorer and the Dragon Slayer who rose to fame for allegedly killing a superior dragon. They explain that they joined the demon army to exterminate mankind. By dismantling all of his mana-suppressing gear, Makoto can outpace Mitsururi and magically break Sophia's fabled sword. Mitsurugi and Sophia are still alive and vow to exact revenge after Makoto is able to teleport away. Patrick learns that a strong mage has destroyed the army, but he is unaware that it was Makoto. Shiki thinks that the goddess may be keeping an eye on him and uses Makoto to defeat the army. Mio is enraged when Tomoe refers to Makoto as Papa after Tomoe reveals that she used to be Makoto's mama from a discarded ring to create another fragment named Komoe. Makoto finally opens a store, which is an immediate success. After he teleported away, he discovered that 2 other goddess-summoned heroes took part in the battle and that the demon and human armies suffered severe losses. He thinks his future is bright when the village holds a feast celebrating Makoto's shop. However, when another fight breaks out between Mio and Tomoe, Makoto changes his mind and thinks his immediate future will be quite annoying. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. See you in the next.